Anyway. Yeah. Welcome to the starting fight. Is this season 3? We getting started? Can we? I mean,
3 episodes away, man.
so these gonna be the dribbles. I go by E Trillionaire. You can call me E Trill for short. You can also hit me up at E_Trillionaire on Instagram and X/Twitter. I said X last week and I got some shit. Like I was talking about something, derogatory, but I wasn't.
No
Anyway.
freaky shit going on.
Right. It's what Twitter called now. One X. Right. You can also
Dom got 2 X's.
find us all on
Instagram bio.
the_starting 5 podcast on Instagram and starting 5 podcast on YouTube.
DM us.
Yeah, hit us up. And so I'm gonna kick it to my left.
Welcome back to Star 5 Podcast. Your boy Jason Cream, Hobbs Jordan 3 on IG.
Big 5.
Big 5 in the building. No one knows where Nico is. Probably somewhere hugging Joe Burrow's calf.
Oh, wow.
Damn! He probably somewhere hugging the shot fire.
Rubbing that bitch with icy hot.
Hey, we about a week away from the game, so shots is coming, man. Hey, go Browns, man. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the Heisman. I'm gonna pass it to my man.
Yeah.
That's good. Justo.
Chad said that too. Bengals said that.
For sure.
Ocho Cinco.
Justo Star 5 on IG.
For the receivers, John.
And all I gotta say is I don't know who you are. You know who I am. I don't know who you are.
Hey, chill on my young boy.
Nah, we don't.
Chill on my young
You
boy.
know who I am. Don't do that.
Jahad Ward.
He used to play for the Ravens.
Don't do that. 5 steps, all right? Show some respect. I'll kick it to my left.
Gotta earn respect in New York. You gotta earn it. That's what he's letting you know, man. Ain't shit gonna be easy around here.
I was like, I know who 12 is. Who the fuck is 8? He wasn't clever enough.
But you already know what it is, man. Jonathan Cinco Hardy on the
I
book.
wouldn't give him A-Rod like that, though.
At Super John on X/Twitter and Instagram.
That part.
And you already know what to do, man. Your questions, your suggestions, your likes, your dislikes,
All of it.
Feedback.
we need that. DM us, man. Hit us up. We taking all questions, suggestions, bad comments, good comments, all that shit.
If you want to debate,
I'm with it.
So we here.
I got
for
time. I got plenty of time.
Yeah.
You already know, man. Fire episodes only. Shout out to our mans right here.
X last
That's
of a
the
dying
breed. X.
2 X's.
X and then X at the end. And he had to change it on Twitter now because, he be a freaky ass nigga with
3 X's.
Gotta be careful.
Let's
Get it. But yeah. So we just dribbling today. I mean, it ain't really nothing. I know it's football season's upon us.
4-man weave.
Right. And so, let's talk Buckeyes real quick. I know Ohio State's getting ready to kick off the season here this weekend coming up. Their opponents on 9. Are they home? Are they playing Indiana this early in the season?
Yeah, get them on up out the way.
Okay. Is that a Big Ten game?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Right to it.
We'll go ahead and
No
get.
Because we played Minnesota last year first, too.
You
Yeah,
sure
we
did.
did.
Yep. Okay. 3:30 CBS. Ohio State has named their quarterback QB1. But we still got Marvin Harrison, and so that's what's most important down in Columbus.
They were teammates in high school.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen him play yet. I ain't really watched no tape, no film. I'm used to these mobile quarterbacks that we've had the past several years. Is he such?
Nah, I mean he can move, but he's not. I wouldn't call him mobile. He's more of a pocket passer.
Okay.
Yeah,
The other quarterback is more mobile, but he definitely looks like the better quarterback from what I've seen in spring ball. But
Yeah, I'm excited. I think he could carry the torch.
don't have to.
Well, he ain't got no choice.
It's always next man up.
The Buckeyes come in. What was it? 3 in the polls, preseason polls.
I've seen him as high as 2 and 1.
They're 3.
Okay.
Are they 3? The official joints.
Yeah.
And so
Michigan too.
we expecting
Whoa.
expecting big things down there. I mean, obviously every year they expecting big things. So you know, at their record here, we know they got the powder puff in the beginning here, Youngstown State, Western Kentucky. Then they play the Fighting Irish. That's their real game finally.
Real boys.
Maryland, Purdue, Penn State. That's always a good rivalry. It's at the shoe this year. Wisconsin, Rutgers, Michigan State, Minnesota, and Michigan. The last game of the year, of course. So you know, really
The game.
no head scratchers. Obviously, you know, sometimes those Wisconsin and Michigan State games can be trap games.
Tricky, yeah.
You know, late in the season, mid-season. But
That's a late game. Sheesh.
you know, what the Buckeyes doing this year, man? They getting back to the glory. First of all, they beat Michigan this year. I know we talked about that a few weeks ago.
Absolutely, we do.
So you,
Absolutely.
and sidebar real quick. So your boy, he rolling the dice on the NCAA. He got 4 coaches, or is it 4 different coaches in the 3 games that he gonna be suspended for? Matter of fact, one game he got one coach coaching the first half and a different coach coaching the second half, just doing all kinds of shit.
He just be doing that shit. He just be doing that shit for publicity and for the cameras, man. Like, come on, bro.
Jim Harbaugh, that is.
I thought he was coaching this whole season and he was gonna get suspended for.
He took the 3
Right,
game.
so he took
Oh, he
the
He
three.
took the 3 game, yeah.
Okay.
And the only reason why I missed it because I just saw his face here. So he's doing all kinds of crazy
His
shit.
face.
But you guys said about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, that if Ryan Day don't get it done this year, he's out of here. I don't think it should happen that way, but you guys do. So what's the deal?
I mean, it depends on how he does not
what's
get it
going-
done.
what's
But
going on
another
this year?
loss to Michigan, it's definitely not going to go over well
I just keep on bringing up
in the hearts and the minds of Columbus.
John Cooper lost to Michigan for what 5, 6, 7, 8 years in a row.
But
Eons
were we
ago.
getting manhandled and slapped around?
Yeah, Desmond Howard took them all to the house and all kinds of crazy.
That was a
Charles
close
Woodson,
game.
You know what I'm saying? These were games where, but I mean, you know, but
That broke it open, but we weren't physically getting. Listen, everybody in the country. Everybody in the country knows Big Ten football is about the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
We are physically getting our ass whooped at the line of scrimmage in these last 2 games.
Okay.
And it's about defense.
Their backup running back went for 200 yards on us last year, EB.
So is that okay? So is that a
200, and he had less than 15 carries. So that should tell you something.
That's massive. So is this a personnel thing? Is it a DC thing?
But you just fired the defensive coordinator.
They
too
wanted
long
a new
ago.
one last year, right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
So is it a personnel thing? Are we recruiting on the
That's-
defensive side the way we need
That's
to?
your job.
I mean, I ain't seen no Andy Katzenmeyer or A.G. Hawk coming across the ledger in quite a while.
I like Tommy, but that's about it.
Eichenberg. What about Jack Sawyer?
About to be desired. I like the other kid too. But I think he left, didn't he?
I
Still
mean,
left.
we can name names for years in the secondary
Not
that,
now.
that we can always
Now,
count
yeah,
on. You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
not.
Sonny Styles.
So-
Hold on.
Listen, bro. I say I gotta see it. He
Yeah.
looks no homo, bro.
He
He looks the part.
No, for sure. He
I have to see it on the gridiron now, bro. Because like EB was saying, bro, we can go for Nate Clements, Ahmad Plummer, Malcolm Jenkins,
for days.
Marshawn Lattimore,
For days.
Denzel Ward. I could keep fucking going. Mike Doss, Chris Gamble.
Yes. Ashton Djibouti. I mean, you can keep going.
Chimney Chikwa, I mean, Christian Bryant.
Fuck it,
Like-
throw Dustin Fox ass in there.
Yeah.
Kurt Coleman. I'd rather hit his name than it.
Kurt was a
Dustin.
dog, though. But
Yeah.
Yep, Von Bell.
Shout out to Von.
Like, we. Now, name me somebody that came out our secondary in the last 3 years.
Don't look at me.
Sean Wade.
Oh,
No, but-
that's one.
And, but you know what? And I don't know.
We saw what
I gotta-
Devontae did too, buddy.
Rodney
Devontae
Hickman.
took his draft stock that
Rodney
way.
Hickman. Tanner McAllister. No, I'm talking shit.
These
Don't
names
even.
shaking any boots over there.
Not really.
One of them made the back end of our roster, and the other one on the practice squad.
All the dudes I just named were all first round picks.
So what we got?
And
We
a
got-
couple of them weren't first rounders because of injuries.
So this year we
Malik
got
Hooker, too.
Jari Brown,
Malik Hooker.
Denzel Burke,
That's- damn.
Deontay Griffin, like you said, Jordan, Hand, Cock no homo, Davidson, Iguchuan, Colin Kaufman. I mean, we actually don't know who's one, who's two, who's gonna get the time out there. But I mean, these are always been positions that we can always count on in the secondary and linebacker, and even some guys up front. That could bring the pain to the line of scrimmage, and then you had some lockdown or some cover corners in the past. And I just hadn't been seeing that. And in that Oregon game, was that last year, year before, right? When Oregon came in here and ran up and down us in the horseshoe. I mean, so I think really it's been some personnel issues more or less than it's been coaching the past couple of years. Because
That's part of your job.
right, but sometimes you don't always get the 4-star guys in every position. I mean, they have a top recruiting class. I mean, probably some of the top in the country.
Got 5 stars right now committed. I think 3 of them receivers though.
But
Like I said, some
they
of them
all
will
going
need
on
to
the
play
other
DB.
side of the ball.
Some of them need to play DB.
You know, Tressel recruited defenders. Even Urban did.
Okay. Urban shout out.
You know, I mean, he's relevant. He got us a chip. So,
No, for sure.
you know, I want to see more these hybrids that we have on D. We need those.
And I'm
Those
so disappointed
crushers.
in that dot. I
With
thought
the,
they
the
that
Florida.
Florida one, I thought they was about to get to some shit.
Hell no, they tried to make it like we.
Nothing
They
about
did it
Aaron
like we all
Hernandez,
didn't know,
nothing.
like what happened. Like it's not.
I'm
already
sorry for
kinda
going
out
off
there.
course, but
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know what I was talking about.
the
Florida documentary.
the UF doc
Oh, okay.
on Netflix.
Got you.
There's a lot of docs going around.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
people love them.
It's in that documentary bag.
I canceled my Netflix
Uh-huh.
though. It's like an extra bill.
It's not $8 anymore.
No.
No.
No, I'm talking shit.
15 now.
Yeah, if you want commercials in your shit, I don't want no commercials.
Respect.
I'm gonna turn into a cheapskate the older that I get. But anyway,
But no,
I don't think
I
it's about that.
gotta see it on the field.
I want
man.
to see it too.
I mean, I'm expecting our defense to be much improved. People like
year two
Styles,
under the new defensive
secondary,
coordinator.
Denzel Burke.
And we gotta get used to knowing the new quarterback.
What's Sonny Styles' brother? I forgot. He came from Notre Dame.
Notre
though.
Dame, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Big Styles, little bro. I mean, big bro.
Big little bro.
Yeah, big little bro.
But I just gotta see it on the field, bro.
A healthy backfield will
Yeah.
definitely help this new quarterback we got with
We got 2 studs back there.
yeah.
Can number 2 stay healthy this year?
Dogs. Who's number 2?
In Jabuka? I can't say his name.
Ashton
Hey,
Buka.
Yeah, no,
Man,
it's a
chill, no.
receiver.
Oh,
Mecca.
yeah, hell yeah.
Can he stay healthy
About to
this
go
year?
crazy.
No hammies?
About to go crazy.
No, that was Jackson. He in the league now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a
He just
good
got hurt. He just
comparison
came back
though.
From a hurt.
They got similar styles.
From a hurt.
No, we stacked that
No,
receiver
listen,
though.
I'm not.
We-
Now that
That's the
position
last
group,
thing I'm
I
worried
am
about.
not ever worried about.
Y'all done flipped.
We always had some studs at wideout. It's just
Y'all
The-
stud heavy on that side before.
the other side was just as comparable. So now it's just OD over here on receiver, and then
Yeah.
been looking
3
Few of
5-star
them.
receivers.
Yeah, if you were the 5 stars, you're gonna have to learn how to backpedal.
Yeah, no,
Every-
for sure.
every offensive
shit. Play
With you, right?
play deep at safety, nigga. Just
Yeah.
don't let nothing over our head. Like
Yeah. So I mean, as
Marv
long as they can do that,
Marv could have played free. Damn it.
as long as they can do that, I mean, we should be in good shape.
play
so.
both ways like Chris used
Wait,
to.
y'all safety's got a tackle though. The way y'all letting up some big
Yeah,
runs
that's
last year.
that's a part. Yeah,
Hey,
Hey, Marv ain't
I'm
no
pretty
motherfucker.
sure a couple of them
Marv come down.
motherfuckers played both ways in high school
they don't. Why don't do that no more?
and college.
Yeah. I mean, was that ever like
Trash
really,
that.
really prevalent anyway?
Well,
I don't remember.
in college is different because you got more guys and it's a more it's more of a talent pool that you can dip into in college, so you don't need nobody to do it. Certain guys like Charles, Chris Gamble can do that shit because they was just uber fucking talented.
I mean, who was the last? Was it Jabril Peppers the last one?
And he really
he
didn't
was
play.
spots on
Yeah,
offense.
he
He
was
was
spotted
spots
on
on
offense.
like
He didn't
explosively,
play.
yeah.
He would line up in the backfield when he usually.
Yeah, a
and
couple
slot
times.
receiver.
Yeah. But in college, that's why. But in high, I was just talking about this, and I was talking to this about my dude at work. I was like, a lot of kids is like just specialists now. Like a lot of people just strictly play football or strictly play basketball or strictly like kids ain't playing 3 sports. Like it's some kids that just play football all fucking year.
Yeah, or basketball
All
fucking
fucking year.
Yep, that's true.
And then in
Baseball,
high
they get ready
school,
for spring ball, all kinds of shit. Yeah.
and with this, I don't know what it is. I guess you want to call it the social media era, like this teaming up shit. Like
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on.
like we all go play for the same fucking travel muni league team, and then we all go to the same high school. So now I don't have to play both ways. I just play strictly receiver.
Yeah, I know I've had.
But another thing is, a lot of people, it's not like back when we played, it was like 80, damn near 100 people on the sideline. These people got like 40, 50 man rosters. Like,
Right.
you really don't got no choice. Like, you play D line, you playing O line. Play receiver, playing corner.
Right.
Like,
No,
I know that's the case for us. Now, we got our few people that exclusively play one side of the ball, like your quarterback, couple receivers who just
Well, shit.
can't play DB.
When we was in high school, we still had the numbers, but think about our last 2 years. One of our quarterbacks was a starting safety, and then the other one was our fucking starting corner.
No, that's a fact.
And then mostly all our O line played D line.
That's a fact.
I would think we had Danny, Rondell, Amir. Like,
Delk.
but Delk started playing corner his junior year.
No, he ain't play. Did he?
Yeah,
two
he got a
ways.
pick.
I don't remember that
He
shit.
had a pick against Shaker. He started playing nickel.
Oh, okay. He did.
But it do seem like
That was late in the fucking year.
less and less kids are playing sports nowadays. Like it's not the high draws. Like I go in the gym sometimes at my building and I watch the kids play basketball. Like what happened? Can't shoot, can't dribble. I mean, it's alarming to me.
I just came back from Georgia to see my brother.
Right.
We went to middle school together. And we used to wake up 6 o'clock just to play basketball in the morning. And there'd just be hella people there. Like we used to be excited about that.
His
Morning
dad used to
basketball.
get mad at me because I used to be at their fucking door at like 8:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock.
Like let's play.
Play right before school, and then there was this club called Gentlemen's Club, and we used to play basketball after school.
Man, listen,
And that was the thing. Like,
I
who didn't want to
played
play basketball in the gym?
I used to love going to the parks. Well, this was in the hood, but it was this on this one side of the building. This building was behind the park, and the light would come on. It would shine just enough on the court. I'd be out there until 10, 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, hooping. You don't see that no more. You don't drive past the park and just see kids playing a lot of ball
Shit, I
like
remember,
you used to.
I remember used to come down to Kane or Cumberland. It'd be 100 million people.
We
down
rocking.
there.
No, facts.
Now,
Who got next, man? I got
now
next.
you definitely get about 8 games in because ain't nobody down there.
Right. Run it back.
Yeah, for real. There ain't nobody there.
Niggas definitely ain't playing full neither. You get
Oh my god.
8 games
you
and
know-
a half on both sides.
But then when you have a society trying to convince boys with their girls, I guess that would take away from it as well. Anyway,
No, I'm with you. It's just I'm saying all man because I'm like that's real.
It's just different.
Man,
But-
so many distractions.
Nonetheless, go Bucks, Buckeyes that is, and I like them black uniforms. I'm nice.
Them gray ones gonna be. Ooh, I can't with them.
Them all grays.
They do got nice uniform
They
scheme.
do. They do. And
Did they rock on black helmets last year or something like that? Was it all black helmets?
No, that was back in the JT Barrett era.
Black and red, black and with the red.
We went all black last year.
Did we?
What did they
I don't remember.
black helmets? I want to say they did, but if they did or didn't, I know I've seen them before.
I know we rocked them when Chase was here. No, we wore all red this year for the first time.
Okay,
Yeah, all red.
I can roll with that too. That looked nice on the TV screen. But I went to a Buckeye game. This was 2 years ago, about 3 years ago maybe. That was my first time attending.
With the silver domers.
And
The golden domers.
like that building is
No,
it's a sight to see.
It's an atmosphere.
It's like to see. Very old, but and them stairs because
Yeah.
we was all the way at the top on the wall. Man, them stairs is steep.
Yeah, that shit get up like this, right?
it's a hill.
That shit
I'm
get
like, boy, one step at a time.
Dorsey flexion, boy. And if you don't, you coming down.
Man, listen. And it's a long ways down, but yeah. So
Y'all sitting up here with the snipers?
shout out to the horseshoe. No, man, actually, it wasn't a bad seat.
That's crazy.
It wasn't a bad seat. Cause it's just like it was like a slope, so it wasn't really a bad seat. But I mean, obviously we can get better.
Listen, they pack it out every Saturday.
They do. It can be better, but you know what I'm saying.
Did y'all see that picture
I was thankful.
of the seat in the Coliseum? Or is it the Coliseum still? USC?
With the rose bowl?
When it was just the end zone and in the wall.
In the wall.
All you can see is the end zone and the goalpost. And I was like, wow, they just anything for money. And whoever paid for that, sheesh.
And that ticket probably a
Bill.
brick.
That's the
And you
whole
getting half the game.
structure, man.
Only catching the PATs and the field goals.
That's crazy. There for the energy. I just want to feel the vibes.
Is that what they doing?
Hey, for
That's
a
all
buck.
you can do. That's all you can do.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into something on the NFL side real quick. That was
Ooh.
I don't know if it came out today or yesterday. Nick Wright, obviously on all of our side, really said something egregious, in my opinion. First of all, he had the Ravens, not the Ravens, but the Steelers winning the division.
I was watching him as I was getting to work, and I was getting to our division. The last one I seen them picking were the NFC South and the NFC West. No, that's the AFC. The NFC South and the NFC West.
Okay, yeah, that's
Falcons, Panthers.
Falcons and them, yeah.
Panthers and
Yeah.
Bucks.
He had the Steelers win the division.
That's wow.
Congratulations.
Best coach,
Ratings
and
are low.
obviously the best quarterback in the division, Kenny Pickett, who threw for 12 touchdowns last year, by the way.
Preseason MVP. That's what I saw.
Do they have those?
I
Do they
seen
have
that
those?
too.
They have those out now, just though.
I seen
Hey,
it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They got the midi. They got the midi in the basketball
This
now.
is true,
I guess.
right? I want to say he had the Ravens second in division, but not making the playoffs. I think. No. He had the Ravens third. He had the Bengals second. Of course, he had the Browns last. And my God, okay, I can agree with the Kevin Stefanski doubts, if you will, but he called Deshaun Watson the worst quarterback in the division. And I get the 6-game audition last year wasn't that awesome in many people's standards, and we talked about that last week. But come on, bruh. He's not better than Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett's audition last year was not that great either.
Kenny Pickett's that guy.
I mean, how could you say the things you say about the Browns and Myles Garrett didn't play one preseason game? We don't even know what the fuck the Browns gonna do on defense this year. They didn't play nobody. They played the secondary a little bit and hate that Denzel Ward got hurt again. It's like his fourth concussion that we know about publicly. Shout out to Denzel, get well, my man.
It'd be alright.
Just so you know, he threw for 7 touchdowns in 12 games started. Kenny Pickett.
He threw for 7 touchdowns in 12 games. That's knocking them out the park there, buddy.
Well, his preseason was great though. Remember that.
DTR had a better.
And
preseason
George
than he
Pickens
did.
is more talented than Justin Jefferson, so they got a lot going for them.
They got a lot going on down there. I mean, the only thing that resonates with me and the Steelers is AJ Watt. and
TJ
Watt. I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about.
And Mink.
They probably do have an AJ in their family though.
No, what's the other one's name?
Derek.
AJ Watt from because the
Maybe a
what's
nephew.
the big brother
Thinking
name?
about AJ Hall.
AJ Hall. What's the big brother name?
JJ.
JJ. Okay, so that's why I'm all over the place. But anyway, Nick, you gotta do better, man. I know you get up early in the morning to do your show.
They not
They
early
say
in the
look.
morning. They in the afternoon now.
Okay, so
They come on after Colin.
and I know you got a podcast. I know you busy, bro. But could you put a little bit more work into your analysis?
He's a Chiefs fan, isn't he?
Yes.
Also,
And I'm
maybe he pulled the whole
I'm-
Dom thing with picking the Cowboys.
I'm
Pick the
cool
Steelers
with that.
'cause
I'm cool with that.
he wanted easy
But
licking
bruh.
for the Chiefs.
The Browns have the worst coach and the worst quarterback in the division. How did you come to that conclusion? Could you give me a little bit more insight? I ain't gonna say I'm pissed off about that, man, but I mean, could you do a little bit better job? I mean, you get paid millions of dollars to do what you do. Let me sit in your seat for an hour.
I mean,
I can come up with some
I've been
better shit
seeing
than
I've been
that.
seeing this all offseason though. It's not just about the Browns and them picking the Browns. Like I've been seeing people say certain things and not backing it up. Just saying, oh, this team is gonna go 6-10 or whatever, and that's it. Well, what's your reasoning behind that? Like I've been seeing that a lot on NFL Network and on ESPN. Like they'll pick each game and they're gonna win this game, they're gonna lose this game, and all right, this team is gonna be their record. But like, what's the reasoning? Like, why are they gonna lose this game? Why is this gonna be their record?
Because we have the worst
It's
quarterback
no-
and the worst coach in the division.
It's no
That was
context
his
to
reason
the
for
take.
it. Yeah, wasn't none whatsoever. And we're talking about, it was a 7-8 minute segment, so he had time to break it down. Broussard gave us better answers than he did.
Well, that's why we're here to change the game.
Because listen, man, check this out. I don't know. I understand the hype between the Pickens connection. It's cool, bro.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Show
We haven't seen this against no starters. Y'all weren't doing none of this last year. Y'all had a good game. No disrespect to y'all. That was their best game of the year.
Yeah.
Both of them.
No, for sure.
And that was week 18.
Week 18. Against a team
Out
that
the
mailed it in for the most
out
part.
the playoff race, right?
Yeah, the pundit.
Y'all
on the
both
fucking
playing for
season.
absolutely nothing. But pride at that point. Like it's we have to play this game.
And last year, your number one receiver was,
Deontay Johnson.
and he
zero
scored how many
touchdowns.
touchdowns?
Was it one?
Zero.
None.
It was none?
He had zero
Scored
touchdowns.
Zero
last year.
touchdowns. This is a fact. No need to fact check. This is a fact.
Listen. So I understand people. I guess everybody's sleeping on Mike Tomlin because he's never had a losing record. Blah 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 blah. That's cool, bro. It's cool. 9-8.
Winning the division.
He had to win it. You can tell he put no thought into it. I should have watched his analysis on Kansas City because I bet you brought that shit down tooth and nail.
No, he
It's not
said
that
they're gonna break the. He said they're gonna be in position because I guess they play the Patriots this year, and they're gonna be in position to break the Patriots' 21 game winning streak against the Patriots. He thinks they have a possibility of going undefeated.
17-0?
20-0.
20-0?
He thinks they're
gonna go to the playoffs
go
and
win the Super Bowl
run the table. Okay, got you.
with no Chris Jones.
Let me yeah,
For 8
because-
weeks.
Right?
Yeah,
For
because
half
he's
the
on
season.
the IR, not injured list, but something for not
Who?
reporting. Chris
Oh,
Jones.
the pup is not the pup list. The non-report list.
Non-report list. That's what it was called, right? All right, so they got Lions week 1, Jaguars 2, Bears, Jets, Vikings, Broncos, Chargers, Broncos again, Dolphins, Eagles, Raiders, Packers, Bills, Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, Chargers. It's not a Powerpuff schedule. They put
It's
it in
not.
the AFC East.
And they're playing some great offenses, and their defense is not all that.
And no disrespect. I mean, we
Middle
picked the
and
Chiefs a
roll
lot
at best.
last year. I mean, it was an easy pick, but I mean, somebody gonna show up one of these weeks. I would imagine if they go 21-0, power kudos to them. But could you be any more biased?
No, I respect him for it because he lays in his shit. He doesn't do the fake shit and act like he's not a fan. He lays into him being a Kansas City Chiefs fan, unlike some other analysts. Him and Skip Bayless lay in their biasness.
Who's
Michael Irvin.
Dallas?
Dallas
Yes.
Cowboys.
Okay, got you.
Or Brady.
But the Pittsburgh winning the division, that's like I said, they got a chance to go to the playoffs. I definitely think they could probably
left
sneak
field.
in as a wild card, but
Right. Winning the
Would you bet
division.
any
y'all
money
being
on
in the
that?
top, huh?
Would you bet any money on that?
Them going to the wild card?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, in order to win the division, John, they got to win what? 12 games, 13 games.
And ours,
Ideally,
yeah,
yeah.
12, yeah, maybe most
Maybe
likely.
11. They get sneaky
Yeah.
with a tiebreaker. Yeah, you know, it's slow.
Because
Waiting for the Jonathan Taylor
11
trade.
won this division last year
Right.
without them playing it, well, and then they missed the game last year because of the
Right.
Damar Hamlin thing.
Right.
That was that recorded as a
Nothing.
tie?
They didn't.
Nothing.
They just left it blank.
It's like they play
Okay.
16 games.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I know the Browns have been
And
woeful.
shit,
My God, but
it would have took more if Lamar Jackson don't get hurt. We was 8-3 when he got hurt,
yeah.
Right.
and we won 2 fucking games after that.
And choked a few games that should have been in the bag. So
I mean, in all fairness, I mean, and I'm kind of glad that the Browns got rid of your rookie of the year because he definitely cost more than a game or two last year with missed extra points
It's definitely gonna take 11 or 12 games to
and
win
missed
this.
field goals. So that was a huge improvement. I mean, they couldn't go into the regular season, especially the way he had the preseason that he
He
had.
missed 6 field goals.
And
in the
I'm not
preseason.
about to walk into the locker room and look at Myles Garrett's face and he didn't play his ass off, had 3.5 sacks in the game, and we lost because the fucking kicker couldn't make a kick. I can't look at him. I can't look at Nick Chubb and say, damn, Nick, you rushed for 120,
average 6 yards a carry.
6 hours of carrying and 2 touches, but we lost the game because our kicker missed a fucking extra point. I mean the way he's shanking these kicks, wide right, wide left, dude.
And he's not getting no lift on the kicks.
None whatsoever.
That's
So
why they fucking getting blocked.
he's a mental head case right now, I guess. What movie was that? The Ace Ventura? What was it? Laces Out, Laces In? Ray Finkel.
Ray
He
Finkel.
fucking turned into Ray Finkel. It's a fictional character.
Ray Finkel was hilarious. No, he had to go. It's funny, they tried to sign him to the
And
practice
turned him to the
squad.
practice squad, yeah.
It's Tennessee's problem now, though. Good
Yeah.
luck.
I mean, so
Tennessee's problem.
the new guy came in, at least he a veteran. They ain't gonna get no.
Yeah, we got D Hop finally,
Rookie-
John. We
rookie
signed
waiver.
D Hop.
We got a D Hop.
Not the D Hop we wanted, but we got D Hop.
So I'm happy about that.
Shout out to D Hop.
But,
no.
So, but yeah, man. I mean, I just
No, that
So-
needed to happen.
So we got the AFC South this year and the NFC West.
AFC South.
Lunch meat.
Well, leave it up.
The Jags get in problems all the time. I'm looking at the Steelers schedule right
And
now.
the
Steelers.
NFC West.
I was about to look at their schedule too.
They popped a year off with the Niners.
They got us Monday,
That's
so
tough.
they starting 0-2. You heard it here first. They start 0-2.
They first.
Monday night game at the
They got
stadium.
the
At the
Niners,
stadium.
Niners, Browns, Raiders, Texans, Ravens, Rams, then the Jags, Titans, Packers, Browns again, Bengals, Cardinals, Patriots, Colts, Bengals, Seahawks. Then they end the year with us.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
Give them 8 games. Like I told B before I left the party, man. Good luck on your 8-game winning season this year. You know what he said? Same to you.
Same to you.
Well, fuck, 8 will be an improvement from last year, but that's not gonna go to.
No,
that's not
hell
gonna
no.
fly.
Ain't no way.
If they win 8 games, I'm gonna blow a gasket on this show. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm pre-warning you all.
Can't
I'm gonna
happen.
blow a fucking gasket on this show.
So they popped a year off with most people's NFC Championship pick.
Is Brock Purdy gonna be ready week 1?
Yep.
He been playing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Pretty good.
The Texans are gonna be a walk in the park. They're young. Feisty but young.
And without their guy.
Trap game.
I think the Raiders game is a trap.
That's a
Yeah.
trap for sure.
Max Crosby about to be getting after that
It
boy.
is their home openers, and it's a 8 NBC showdown. So
And it's vet QB with a superstar receiver.
you believe in Garoppolo or Garoppolo?
I think he could win you a week 2
Yeah.
game against the Steelers.
Yeah.
Week three.
Week 3, sorry. Week
We know-
3 game
we
against
know-
the
That
Steelers.
Rams could be a trap game too because you don't know which
With
Rams
Stafford.
version of Rams you're gonna get this year.
Exactly.
Quarterback.
I mean, he pissing off the youngest in the locker room, but I think Todd can rally the troops together.
And Titans. Look, man, Mike Vrabel.
He gonna have them boys
He
ready.
gonna have them
Some
ready.
shit
Yeah,
up.
always fair.
No, them having Cade is a wild card. I'm excited about that. We played Titans this year too, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played us off.
Can't wait,
And
man.
and by all accounts, some of the pundits, Buddy Love been looking pretty good up there in Green Bay. I mean Jordan Love.
Buddy Love.
And by the time they play the Bengals, Joe Burrow should be back.
I heard Burrow gonna be back for us.
I wouldn't play him.
Yeah,
He posting shit on Instagram with his LeBron James jersey on and shit in the
he
mirror.
doing too much. Miles Garrett's gonna be super hungry week
And
one.
I think the Cardinals might
Get him
go.
the fuck out of here,
I think the
Nico.
Cardinals might go 0-17 this year.
I hope so.
First team ever.
Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
Right. That's gonna be very
Kyler contract not guaranteed, is it? And he probably need a fresh start
Hell
anyway.
yeah, he guaranteed. He got re-up before right after Deshaun did.
Okay. But obviously, if they bring in a Caleb Williams next
They're
year,
trading him.
he's gone.
Pocket
And
record.
we already know it's Bill Belichick, man.
They got rid of Bailey Zappi.
What that mean? He always he.
He gonna have them boys ready to play.
Then you got the Colts.
But John, it's just like it's this quarterback. This quarterback is so there's so many unknowns about this quarterback,
The Seahawks, I believe, are going to be improved from last year.
and they don't gamble downfield.
That's my dark horse.
Who?
The Seahawks.
Like they don't.
Like for this to be a third
Not
place
a team
schedule,
that
this is pretty tough.
It's the NFC though.
And they don't do nothing vertical. Like he wasn't doing nothing vertical last year.
I've seen.
That's because they gonna say because last year was the rookie and they were trying to handicap him,
Spite.
trying to make the
No, you
field
got
shorter
reason,
for
though. You
him
got
and
reason.
all that other goofy shit. But like I said, man, I gotta see it. They calling them the next great duo. Like we didn't, bro. That was the preseason. They were playing against people that aren't on teams right now.
Right.
When they played the Falcons, AJ Terrell wasn't out there.
Nope.
Jesse
And-
Bates wasn't playing.
And on them highlights in practice, y'all secondary's ass, bro.
You going up against a rookie corner. That's fucking Joey Porter.
Mm-hmm.
Junior.
Drake Porter got kids out here in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure do.
Damn, that happened fast.
It's ironic that he had that tackling coach.
I know his dad was
Sick as hell.
Boy, you out here embarrassing me like that?
Right.
Yeah, it's bothering me, but no.
Dad, that's why I play DB, not linebacker.
That was funny.
That's when linebackers were.
Well,
men.
hey, Steelers winning the division.
Okay,
What's new?
we'll see, Nick. I'm gonna smear this fucking Powell in your face. Come on the show, by the way. If you
We
get
would
word.
love
We would
for you
love
to
for you to
come
sit
in.
right here and explain your shit. Love it. Then we called off the meeting. We called off Stephen A. last week. Bring your ass here.
Call them all out. Skip.
Bring your ass here.
Skip, you ain't gonna be able to talk here either.
Not at all. Skip quiet as a
They
church
had that
mouse.
nigga up there looking like Molly.
Oh, you peep what I was getting at when I said that.
He do.
Look
like fucking Molly up there.
co-host, man.
Quiet.
Oh my God!
You're not talking over Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson.
And Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman don't even like him.
No, they squashed it. You ain't see it? They squashed the beef.
I would for a bag too.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man, skip
Money
my
talk.
time, man.
They squashed the beef. No, they did it on the show. I think they sat in front of each other and squashed their little beef.
Well, I think Skip Bayless got to eat some crow too, obviously for what he done. Because obviously you probably had one of the best debate shows on TV, and with the emerging star in Shannon Sharp, and you got personal.
Too many times.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't just one time.
That was just like that was just
he did that shit.
That was the
multiple
last straw.
times. Yeah, that Tom Brady shit was just the end.
Like, Skip, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Okay, like you know how many players played in the league and not in the Hall of Fame? They don't have their cranium enshrined in that copper.
It's 300 of them. Imagine, think about how many people play in the NFL. It's only 300 people in there.
So,
and it's not just Shannon's in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the most decorated tight ends.
yeah,
He got rings. He got records. He changed the game. He changed the position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
he was a stud
100%.
out there, and
Champion.
so but so we'll wait another week before we get into our full football analytical breakdown. But I just wanted to mention that because I know everybody. If Don was here, we will all have something to say about that shit.
Don would have been.
Well, Don would have been up in.
Because he had
Disrespectful.
he really had the Bengals second and third in the division, and I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, I mean, if possibly if three like Chris Broussard picked the three teams go from our division to go to the playoffs. Okay, I get that. It's maybe a pick 'em in that situation. But to say that the Browns and Bengals are pretty much dead last, they're not making the playoffs, is like you didn't put no thought into that, Nicholas. Shame on you.
No, y'all is he did that off of reputation. The Bengals shit he did just strictly off hate because
Joe Burrow.
Because they rival
Yeah.
the Chiefs, yeah.
he did that strictly off of hate.
So is he shit can of the day?
Oh, by far. By fucking far.
You big dummy.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd get no worse with his takes after that Caleb Williams shit.
Yeah, that was yeah, you're not having a good month. August has not been your time, Nick.
Fucking Caleb Williams, the fifth best quarterback in the NFL.
We need basketball starts so you can get back on your LeBron shit. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. It was something else that I had.
I know what I wanted to ask y'all. So y'all heard of what y'all man Noah Lyle said?
I was just about to
So
say
that was actually we can dive into that.
Yeah, that was the pre-dialogue.
So let's look that up real quick. So Noah Lyles is a world class sprinter. He competes in the
I wanna
100.
pull up a clip from Gil's Arena and listen to it, but it's a little too long. I don't want to drag it out on the pod, but Gil definitely got into his bag about why. We'll go ahead and finish.
Noah Lyles is a world class sprinter for the United States. He competes in the 100 and 200 meters, as well as the 4x4 relay for the USA. Most recently, he won the World Championship 100 meter and 200 meter in the World Championships in was it Budapest?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess he was asked for a question, and I'm just paraphrasing here. He considers himself obviously a world champion.
I got the quote.
Go ahead, if you got the info.
Quote, I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champions on their heads. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong, I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world.
And so,
more tone and
You're right.
and so obviously,
a lot
if
more
you,
context.
He was trying to laugh.
Yeah,
he was trying to laugh this shit off, like
he
he
was
was trying to be
scoffing.
jokey with
Yeah.
the shit.
but I really think he believed that
100%.
he
especially
practiced that shit in mirror.
in his field.
Like Drake said.
And let's think about it though, because you think about like world class sprinters, excuse me. and I go back to when I was a youngster. You know, Carl Lewis was a world record holder. Michael Johnson was a world record holder in the 200 and the 400. And many others. I mean, I'm not really follow track and field all like that, but like they do what they do. Ain't no question. Being an Olympian and a world champion, that's like the best of the best.
Right.
Right. And I fucks with his comment just in the sense that really it's not a world championship. It's an NBA championship. It's a Super Bowl championship. You do compete. Like, are there really many international players in the National Football League?
It's a lot of Africans and shit like that. Probably not nowhere near as many as the NBA, but it's international players.
Yeah.
There are
in
40
terms of
international
talent.
players in the NBA.
You said what?
40 international players in the NBA.
It's some in the league.
So
It's just in the NBA,
It's-
just looks
it's-
different
it's
because
a
they're the best
handful.
of the best.
Yeah,
But it's a different dynamic because there's no Olympic NFL.
No.
Because we would fucking dominate that
smack.
shit.
But
all
there
that
is
shit.
an Olympic and World Championships in basketball.
Right.
Baseball is a World Series because Dominican, Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
Japan, they do come from all
They
over
just
the
had
world.
the Summer Classic.
And they got the summer. Yeah, they do that before the season starts. They do it in the during spring training, where guys go from their team for a few weeks and go do
Who won that this year?
Damn, was it Puerto Rico?
Say it
No, it was the U.S. versus Japan. I think Japan won.
Yeah, Japan did win.
Because Otani went
Ohtani.
against his teammate, I think.
He struck out Mike.
Mike Trout. Yeah.
I remember that
And
now.
so
I
so
remember
that
that,
happens.
Yep.
So I mean I understand his logic, but you know these NBA players they got Twitter fingers. They love to clap back.
Yeah. And it's layers to the conversation.
And the vets always got something to say.
it's layers
so,
to the conversation.
It's very technical,
yeah.
but let's
You
be
raising your hand for it's your show.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
that's what Skip gonna have to start doing.
It's a fact. But this is, and I agree. This is what I want y'all. We can probably listen to it after the pod, but I want y'all to listen to what Gilbert said, and I'm gonna try to
Channel it. Yeah.
paraphrase it a little bit. Okay, I totally agree. Not the world champs, but where's the best basketball league at in the world?
It's the NBA.
So, I didn't know this, but his I don't know what you want to call him on there, moderator or host on the show I think his name is Josiah Johnson. Looked it up, and I didn't know this, but they used to have like the NBA champ go play the champion somewhere else. The NBA champion would smoke their fucking boots. So it wasn't good TV, so why the fuck are we going to keep doing it? So again, and this is the whole thing, and this is what Gilbert was trying to get Rashad and Brandon Jennings to understand. Y'all thinking about the Olympic team coming and play an NBA team. No. You have to pick a club team from you. Like he was saying, you picked the Euro League champion, which was Real Madrid this year. You think Real Madrid can beat the Denver Nuggets?
No, not at all.
Not in that series. Probably not.
They
No.
wouldn't beat the Cavs in the series.
So what's the point? And then Rashad was like, well, we don't know. We got to see it. But you know for a fact that they can't. And then they can't beat the Denver Nuggets. And then Kenyon Martin was like, no, Gilbert had brought up like all four of them because Kenyon Martin was on the show that I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was. So he brought up to the fact that all four of them had played international ball. And he was like, do y'all think y'all international teams could beat one of these NBA teams? And Rashad McCann's like, oh, we got a shot. No, you don't. And then Kenyon Martin was like, bro, your team was ass when you was here playing for Minnesota.
Right.
Like, you couldn't compete with the NBA team. You think you going to bring an international team over here and compete? You couldn't even compete with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
No, real shit.
So what would you say to, I guess when you do go to the Olympic level, like there's some other national teams or international teams that do give us trouble consistently.
But and then this was Gil's point. The team we just sent over there, we don't even have all our superstars on that team.
But
And
you
look
can say-
look how they look.
You can say most of our superstars are international players.
Steph Curry didn't go. Kevin Durant didn't go. Kyrie Irving didn't go. Devin Booker.
LeBron James.
Shall I keep going?
Our last 3 MVPs.
I would, but okay, when you put it in the context like that, if you didn't say, like, if it wasn't okay, Luka played for Slovenia, Joker played for Serbia. Is he from Serbia?
Yeah.
But and
Right.
to your point, they're all great players. But do you think Serbia can beat the? You think Joker on that team can come over here and beat an NBA team?
I would never bet my money on
No, but the point I was going to make is say, if you put all the international players in the NBA on one team versus the other NBA players, that would be a game.
And that's what they eventually got to.
Okay. So
But
you
that's
put-
that's an all-star team now.
Yeah.
That's
but,
like
But it could be the NBA versus the world. Like,
But that would be USA versus the world.
that would be. So if you had, you
And you had Jamaica and all these other.
Yoke, Jamal Murray, Wig, who else they got? Shea, some more European players I'm not thinking of right now.
And then my thing was when and people keep
Shit,
keep
when
doing that.
Kyrie wake up and say, yeah, I'm playing for Australia today. I'm on
And
the
that's
world
what they
team.
threw
I'm on the world.
Kyrie on that team too.
I'm on the world team.
But my thing is,
You know how
you
he
can't
is.
say European because Canada's not in Europe.
South America is not in Europe.
Australia's not in Europe.
But that still was
Africa's not in
technically international. You need a passport to go to Canada. Thanks, Joe. No, was that Barack? Yeah, him. Yeah.
I
So
think they started doing that after 9/11.
Europe. Talking about Barry.
yeah. Oh, that was George. Was it George? George? Yeah, George. Thanks, George. Patriot Act. Appreciate that. Surveillance. Yeah. So I mean, but it's still technically.
I get it, but I wanted to be
It
missing
would
semantics.
be. It is like it is the whole
Sometimes you gotta be
conversation.
missing semantics.
Like the whole conversation really, again, it's August, and I think if he wasn't scoffing and being real smirky about it, maybe the players in the league don't take any offense to the deal.
Yeah.
Like,
But he was up there like, what? Come on, are you serious?
Right.
Like,
You know, like,
it was
I gotta watch the NBA finals and see this.
like the French league champion. Like, who won that?
I didn't watch. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Couldn't
you're
tell
valid.
you. Was it
By
Vic?
far.
And then Brandon Jennings made a good point, but it's another side to that coin. There are some guys that play international that could play in the NBA, but they're not superstars.
Right.
They can play, they have a role, but they wouldn't be superstars over here.
Right.
So what would you say to something like, why was Spain giving us trouble when we were rolling out our best of the best a decade ago?
Only one team beat us,
We got beat
by Argentina.
in 04 in the Olympics.
And then we lost what?
Bronze in 04, and we
Yeah.
was it
And the teams that gave us the most trouble had
The
the most
Redeem team
NBA
was
players
08,
on
right?
their rosters.
was the Redeem team 08?
Yeah.
So what was that? Was that Argentina that beat us, or was it Spain?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Now Spain was competition, I think, in 08 and maybe 2012. They were competition.
But like I'm saying, Spain and Argentina had a lot of NBA
yeah,
players
they had
on
the
their
Gasols,
rosters.
they had Ricky Rubio.
But still,
They had good players. Rudy franchise.
Fernandez.
I mean,
He was cold.
I get it. I mean, there's some call.
And then there's another thing about those international teams is they've been playing with each other since they were like 15, 16. We throw a team together every 4 years.
Yeah.
But you seen what happened? We took the same two teams, 08 and 12, basically the same two teams. You see what happened?
They kicked their ass.
Smoke session.
But then you can also say that a lot of these young guys, to your point when you walked in, we were talking about the lack of people playing high school sports nowadays. All these guys on the same AAU circuit, so they got history, so to speak, right? But I don't. The NBA will smoke anybody. The World Championship, it's context. That's really all the word is, just context. You're NBA champions. Yeah, you can call yourself the world champions. I don't have a problem with that. I never had a problem with
Yeah, I
that.
wouldn't. Yeah, that's
It's
not
not a
something
problem.
You have to change it. No.
I don't think he needed to say it like
I
that.
think he was
though.
just on the high.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
He
wanted
And
to
he's
get
by
something off.
definition a world champion. So he's like,
who asked the question? I would love to know who asked the question.
So what's the difference between the world championship and the Olympic championship?
The world championships are, well, they're one and the same, really. I mean, the Olympics is the best of the best because you can fuck around and compete in the world championship and not even make it to the Olympics because everybody don't compete in the world championships.
And it's different for both sports. In track, the pinnacle for you is the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the pinnacle for an NBA superstar.
right,
It's NBA championships.
or a basketball player in general. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cool that you got gold medals, but that's not the most important thing to LeBron's legacy or Jordan's
No one
legacy.
rarely brings
so
up gold
it's-
medals when we're talking about all-time great basketball players in general.
And they expect you. Oh, you hoop for the United States. Y'all supposed to win. Like that's not no big triumph or nothing special for real. Like
It really
and then when y'all don't win, it's a big deal. Like, well, how y'all get bronze or silver? Like that's.
I mean,
So it's two different things.
And the NBA just been trying to be international. They're promoting that.
Yeah.
So world champs definitely helps that agenda.
I mean, and then technically the only one that's called a world championship is the World Series. The Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. The finals are the finals, and the Stanley Cup is the Stanley Cup. It's not really baseball is the only one that includes the world. Again, I just think that world champion is just context. Who was the champion? Who was the champion? Who was the world champion in the 2016 NBA Finals? Oh, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's a fact. I was there.
Agent Smith O'Neal, I seen it.
I was there.
In downtown at the casino.
We was in the
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
parking
so-
garage. Then we went to the casino. We was all over downtown that day.
That was a hell of a night.
I mean, but it's just the view, the lens of the sport, and because there's no professional track meets like a league.
They do have track meets, but
Nobody
they
cares.
Yeah, they
That much. Unless
Well,
you
it's
break a
because-
record.
It's not a spectacle. I mean, if it was advertised and
Like I said,
because they run
it's two
for their
different
sponsors
sports.
like Asics and Adidas and Nike got teams, and they run for them.
right.
But if you not like me, I like track, so I tune into that shit. But the commenter and regular motherfucking fan ain't. Oh, let me check out this track event today.
I mean,
I will not be checking that.
And honestly, because of the
I'm
kind
that
of
guy.
sport that it is, it take 3 to 4 years to get ready to compete.
For a 10-second run.
You know what I'm saying? Because your mental, that's the fastest 10 seconds of your life. You out there running fucking 23 miles an hour.
one false step. All that hard work.
Oh
got
yeah,
the
one
drain.
chance.
Y'all ever seen the
Intense.
Anti-Matrix? It was called the Animatrix. It was 9 animated shorts, and one of them was called Track Meet. And it was about the Matrix, all about freeing yourself from the system or whatever. And he had an out of body the track runner had an outer body experience because he was the road record was like, if I'm not bullshitting, it was like under 9 seconds.
In this world,
In this world, in the human world, right? And he
no,
said,
because the record is 9:38, I believe.
yeah, it was under 9 seconds in the Animatrix, if I recall
That
correctly.
nigga rolling in.
And so and so and you get and basically as he getting the top speed, and you see his muscles is expanding and exploding because he's leaving his body. And in the same instance, the agents because they see him leaving the Matrix, leaving this, what that thing called, the little bubble that you in with the water that Neo came out of, your pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pod.
958.
He was getting ready to leave his pod and wake up, and the agents pulled his ass back into this body. He tumbled, broke everything, but he still believed So as he's in the wheelchair talking to his physical therapist, he stands up, and the agent's like, "Oh shit, he still believes." But it was a great. You gotta watch the animation, man. I don't know if you can still find
that
that.
on there?
It's only on probably on DVD. If you can probably find a DVD
damn.
on Amazon or something like that. It's because it came back out before the second Matrix came out, and it was 9 shorts, man. They were unbelievable. To kind of like give you more context about the whole Matrix trilogy and all of that.
Must have been good. You remember that shit?
Because I watched it a million times. I was a big fan of the Matrix. Still am. Didn't like the new movie though. That was garbage. But,
No, that was hot fucking trash.
Some BS.
dog doodle. But yeah. So, but
I was so hyped for that shit too.
man, I
bro.
was too. I couldn't wait.
I was so I was like, I stayed up for this bullshit because I stayed up for that shit to drop on HBO Max for premiere. I was waiting for that shit. I said I stayed up.
Waited 20
watched
years
this
for that shit, man.
for 2 hours. I cannot get this shit back.
I ain't gonna fake. I was hella skeptical.
Me too.
I was hella skeptical.
I waited.
I went to the movies and saw that garbage. I mean, because the third installment of the Matrix was already kind of like, okay, but what are y'all doing? And you get through that, and then 20 years later,
Y'all couldn't come up with nothing better
you couldn't
than
come with
this.
a better storyline than that. Like Trinity is the one now. Like how did that happen? So
And then y'all in the coffee shop. Yo, it's just.
They
It was
was
like,
all over the
nah,
place,
bro, I'm cool on this.
And this is what I said about like when it like they could do the reboots. I'm cool with that, but stop trying to like force feed us what the fuck's going on now.
Yeah, no, that's
you know would have been a better idea if they would have did that. If they wanted to reboot it, show how Morpheus got free or Trinity's backstory. That's how you redo it. You don't recreate a Matrix where you put them back into a different Matrix and different names and this and that, and they still got that programming tie because they were meant to be with each other or whatever. They should have did that shit. Let's see Morpheus how he got freed and how he
No, see, I like that.
follows the resistance.
I
and
like
shit
that.
I mean, obviously, you probably can't cast Lawrence Fishburne for it if he's much younger, but do something like that. That would have been dope.
No, they definitely missed the boat.
That's what I would have
Big
did.
five.
I mean, kind of like how Power doing with Raising Kanan.
Yeah, like
Let's get the backstory.
Yeah,
You
was
know
that-
what I
let's
mean? Rather than trying to go
chronological order.
forward, now let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring
Wachowski,
Tommy
if
back.
you steal my idea, I want my money.
Don't bring that Tommy shit back.
Oh, Forrest, you ain't fucking with Forrest.
And the second season of
You ain't
Force.
fucking with Dahlia.
No.
If Forrest is back, matter of fact, that shit dropped tonight. That shit dropped tonight. That shit drops tonight, John.
How the cracker got a black brother?
Hey.
Hey, it's a writer's
I'm
strike.
not, bro. That storyline is trash.
It's a writer's
Hold on, let me
strike.
tell you why though.
It's a writer's strike.
Let me tell you why. Because
No, this happened in the first season when they did have the writers, EB.
Let me tell you why though. They wanted to recreate the Tommy and Ghost connection with the Tariq with the nephew,
Ugh.
but it don't hit though because this nigga brother is not Ghost. He like the anti-Ghost.
Bro, this shit is garbage. They could have did Tommy way better. They could have gave him a way better storyline than this. That shit is trash.
You wasn't fucking with Dahlia?
Raising Kanan, fire.
No, for sure. My boy Joey Badass.
That nigga is a great actor.
Bro, I think he Breeze. I think he gonna turn out to be Breeze. I hope so. I feel like he'd be a perfect Breeze. We'll see.
We'll see.
And then you get to see young Tommy and Ghost.
Can I get a Star's password so I can watch that shit? I ain't paying for no extra.
Dom. I think Dom got the
Dom, I think
password.
Dom
Yeah,
got
Dom got
the
the password.
Dom. You gotta pass the
Did
pass.
you? Oh,
Pass the
Okay.
password, Dom.
you ain't here. Okay, got you.
Nigga still ain't, he ain't text nobody back yet, has he?
Must be asleep.
We gotta do a wellness check on my boy.
He's still rubbing on that calf. He's still rubbing on that calf.
Yo, that image in my head is just crazy. I'm sure that's right.
Okay, I got a little
Oh, the Deshaun Watson massage jokes. Now we
No.
got Dom massage jokes.
side note. Icy hot, man up.
Dog gonna be in the group chat after you see this episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
But,
not when you don't come to work for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You talking about?
I got a little side note, little I guess a little, what you want to call it, a little drama, a little social media beef, or whatever you want to call it. Did y'all see the Eli Apple shit?
Yes.
No.
Oh yes. Yes, I did. He cannot catch a damn break.
Oh, bro, he's a clown.
Well, brief. His baby mother posted.
You go ahead. Go ahead, just
Take it
The
away.
main story, Eli Apple's baby mother posted online that she wanted other players to go for his knee because she'll pay the fine for anybody that does
So
it
she basically put a bounty on his head.
because he did some jank stuff with their child and whatever. But
This is her third baby daddy in the NFL.
yes.
Why is she trying to empty his well?
Because I don't know, I read it a little
I'm
bit.
trying to find a backstory of what the fuck happened.
She posted
So she like a Brittany Renner.
so
On
the
steroids.
baby needed a blood transfusion while
Uh-huh.
she was still pregnant.
Okay.
And her blood didn't match. His did. He didn't do it. The baby was born at 25 weeks at 1 pound,
Ooh.
something like that. So she's very livid with
So she emotional, super emotional.
yeah.
Corny.
And he says something like she said that he's like addicted to sex and he didn't even want this baby and all kinds of stuff. So she was airing his whole stuff out there. So
Trying to find her before they delete her.
Then so she, wow, not Geno Smith and Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, yeah.
She got quite the roster there. She got a quarterback, a running back, and a shitty ass defensive back.
shitty ass. He even had to add the shitty
These
ass.
girls, they just be in the hotel lobby just waiting for these dudes.
My thing is, fuck the girl. I understand why the girls are doing it. No disrespect to you ladies out there, but it's the dudes for me. Y'all are fucking weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not, bro. I know you got two niggas, bro. Niggas talk.
Right.
I know you got two baby daddies in the league. I'm not popping you, especially not with the rub off.
Right.
It's crazy.
But that be me, like y'all niggas really be like fanboys for other niggas, like, cause you just want to pop and say you pop too, like that's gay.
But my thing is like, in this instant, Geno Smith, Josh Jacobs, great players in their own right, but this ain't LeBron James or what the fuck?
Can't get close to niggas like that though.
And they
You
doing
saw-
and
you
they
saw-
doing shit a certain type of way. Like they got wives. They not.
You saw what happened when the chicks tried to get trap Brown on the escalator. My nigga hit the dash on him. He said
Alright,
nope.
Get
No.
out of here.
I got it. All right.
Oh, you just don't got it.
So
Fact check.
But then R. Kelly and Usher warned niggas about the same girl.
They too young. They ain't listening to
They ain't
that.
listening to that. Nah.
They ain't listening to that. They too young for that, EB.
So they went on a trip. He got her pregnant. Apparently he wanted this baby
So he was kicking.
before. She got pregnant. He said, "Well, what did you expect to happen?" Said that was the 6th woman he got pregnant in 3 years.
He's just
So
dumping.
you just raw dogging
He's just
everything.
dumping.
Son,
He's a
He dumping
Hold
semen.
on.
mid-pregnancy. Son has a heart condition and needs
Just
a
wait.
cord blood transfusion, but mother's not a direct match. Eli is. The doctor set up an appointment, and he refuses
he flaked out.
because they had the beef about him messing with other girls.
Right.
So he blocked her, and then then she asked for the blood again. Still wouldn't do it.
This is a sick Negro.
Oh boy.
Then she
Right on time.
then she said.
Right on time.
Then she said he told her that it was best for the baby to die.
Ooh.
and she went
Sheesh.
crazy on him and his mother. Had the son 25 weeks at 1 pound 12 ounces, and has had 2 surgeries since.
So
And he continues to talk about the bad health he wishes on the child.
See, Mikey Brown, I'm with you. All these women in the world, y'all weirdos keep passing around the same 7 girl.
so he can't really expect anything good to come his way from a spiritual standpoint, does he?
Bro, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's rough.
You tell this woman her baby needs to die? It's best for her?
Might he walk in the locker room and get looked at kind of differently?
I would.
They already looking at his ass differently, but this can't help.
That's sick.
This
Yeah.
is a sick
This is
Negro.
a sick Negro. And then you,
Off rip.
and then the fuck,
I'm speechless.
I mean, how do you defend that?
you can't.
And it's not hard. It's because we don't like the nigga anyway. But even if we did like you, how do you defend that?
There ain't no coming back from nothing like that. Like you won't even do a deed. Like that's your seed. Bars.
Right. A blood transfusion? That's not hard.
You just sitting there. You just giving up. It's like doing.
And it ain't much. Nigga, baby, a pound.
Right.
Right.
You just, I mean, you're trying to give them a fighting chance. And obviously, anybody, and I say this all the time, anybody that's born a certain kind of way and they make it, that means they set up for greatness somehow, somewhere down the line. So that could be that's your blessing. I don't even have a child and I understand that. What
Niggas
the
are
fuck?
selfish, bro.
That could have been the Dell Steph Curry story.
Right.
Yeah. He may one day restore your legacy by being able to fucking cover
Right.
somebody in the NFL. Now, why she be spiteful? His last name not Apple now. That's probably a good thing for him.
But if
He don't want
he
it,
said he don't want the kid, like
Right.
that. That's
he
just
already
like-
got 6 or 5 other kids to worry about the past 3 years. So
I mean,
So I thought he got him pregnant.
he got that was his 6th
She
pregnant
was
woman.
the sixth. She was the sixth.
6th pregnant woman in 3 years.
So he having 2 babies a year. With different shorties.
Yep. And she said something about it's ironic that his mother runs a domestic violence program, and her son is a
Right, and
KLS.
Somebody look up her tweets to see how vocal she is about this, cause she got something to say about everything.
Right.
Probably did silent.
She signed on this because she gonna support him.
Oh, we would have saw it, yeah. So
How can you support something like this?
I mean, you just as guilty because you can't.
Your
you
son
don't,
out here doing that shit.
right?
Just oozing and everything he putting his meat in, like.
Oozing is crazy.
oozing is wild.
That is a crazy word to use.
I'm sorry for the language, but that nigga going OD, bruh.
Yeah, nah, he's wild.
What
now.
you doing, man?
But the thing is, that's 6 women that got pregnant. Ain't no telling how many other bitches he done
That's on the
busted.
record. Yeah, that's on the record.
That's on the record. That's what's documented.
Yeah, because women
this money,
sometimes
sign this
they
contract.
go get rid of, and you know,
Plan B it, abortion.
plan B. Well, once you just get an abortion, babe, maybe I should. Yeah.
That's just 6 documented in 3 years. He basically, bro, like I said, he oozing and everything walking right now. And you,
And what's the context of their relationship? They just was.
Well,
Cause ain't no way.
according to her, they
This-
took a trip. She
this
had no
dude-
idea.
yeah,
She had no idea about other girls, and he apparently asked for this baby.
Did he know
He
about
wanted
other
this.
dudes?
he had,
They
bro.
ain't bringing
Niggas
nothing
talk.
up.
He had to.
He had to know about Gino's
Oh, the other
son.
baby?
Yeah,
Of
Johnson.
course, they in the NFL. It's not even like just other.
How you
famous
gonna
people.
rob? How you gonna rob they sons or daughters of another little brother with NFL pedigree? Come on, man, he ain't playing team. It's not playing team, John.
That is wild.
This is a sick meat, bro.
Taking her on trips.
He went to Ohio State.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was part of BI. But it's crazy.
Giants draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's
Over Vernon Hargraves? He was the first corner.
Was he? What year was that?
2015.
No, he was the first corner.
16. I was still in New York, so it had to be 2016. No, 2015. What were you about to say, huh?
No, but because when we bring up, when I see the whole best
Because
DBU,
they took Eric Flowers. Or did they have 2 picks that year? No, they took Eric Flowers.
Man, you gotta do better.
it was a
than
different
that,
year
man.
then. It had to be a
You
different
got
year.
to do better. All around. I mean, he on that Sean Kemp trajectory.
Sean Kemp had a little bit more money than he did.
Yeah. Facts.
Right.
No, he was the second. Jalen got took 5 that year,
Oh, it was that year,
2016.
2016. Yeah. Vernon Hargraves pick right after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to do better.
That's
than
why
that.
he didn't want the baby, because that taxes hit. Well, that's why he went to Miami, huh? No income tax.
No, state.
No, state income tax. Sorry. That's still a lot, though. More.
But they shit expensive out
Cost of living is higher. You know, you on the beach somewhere probably, and palm trees all around. You don't get taxed for that.
But that he's a sick ass motherfucker, bro.
There's always two sides. You know how it goes.
Why do they have that picture of that nigga?
But you're right, Just. So there's
He's a
there's
sick
two
Negro.
sides to the deal, right? But the baby ain't did nothing to nobody, nor did it ask to be here.
Facts. That's what I say all the time, man. That baby ain't got shit to do with what you got going on in that relationship.
Right.
And you know, and in the field I work in, man, it's a lot of trauma out there with these little ones, man, because of who their parents are.
Yep.
And so, you know,
Your Boosie daughter, and I'm going at it.
Man, that shit is atrocious, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
like if you gonna
And
give me
that's
some,
but that goes to what EB said. That's the parents.
Yeah.
Because your mother's allowing you to do this goofy shit, and your father's feeding into this goofy shit.
Yep.
This shit is supposed to be handled off the internet.
No, for sure.
this ain't for everybody to see.
Not at all.
Put this shit up.
So,
On Instagram.
so she just a product of 2 goofy ass parents.
Yep.
Man, if I could get me an analog phone with no texting and I can just find the radio, I would. Give me a whole Motorola StarTAC in this bitch.
Get Dama Blueberry. Blackberry, my bad.
Instead of blueberry.
Blueberry? What the fuck's that? I never heard that before. No,
Give him a couple
man.
muffins.
Not a text.
You've been on this freeway
Not an
veggie shit.
email.
I mean, a blueberry would be.
I don't need a voicemail. Because, you know, like,
It's intermittent fast.
I like it when, you know, you had to, have to wait for nights and weekends. They have to wait till 7 o'clock to make that phone call because it was finally free.
That's
Or, you know, back in the day, you
It's
had
crazy. I talk more on the
Wait
phone
till
more back
Sundays.
then than I do now.
to make a long distance
because
call
it's easier just to text it now.
because it was cheaper. Like, the kids don't know nothing about the long distance on the landline
I
phone
know.
service.
Ooh, don't do that.
Oh wait, I knew. I never made those calls.
Don't call out of town, baby.
Don't
Why?
do
It's expensive.
Mm.
You gotta wait till Sundays.
Mm.
Tomorrow gonna be Sunday. She ain't say Sunday, she said Sunday. We gotta wait till Sunday to make that call.
They don't know about that dial-up, EB.
Phone call $5 a minute.
That's crazy.
That's why they got rich in the beginning, remember?
No, for sure.
Turn that. You got in order to get on the internet. That phone got to go off.
Nigga be sick. Like who the nigga on the game on the computer playing games, and then the phone ring. You
Like the
sick.
price of your bundle was just your phone bill back in
You
the
know
day.
your mama answering that phone.
Yeah, you couldn't answer the phone. Who called my house at the 10 o'clock? Get your ass off that phone. Hang it up!
Ooh. The days, EB.
No call waiting. So if you calling you and somebody on the phone, you can't get in contact until they hang up.
Man, I remember it. We stayed in East Cleveland, bro. We had the rotary joint.
Oh my God. Them are
I ain't
antiques
never
nowadays.
used that, nah.
It was pink too. That was
My cousin
it was pink
Cassandra,
and gold.
she had the joint. It was made out of porcelain, and it had the little, I don't know, kind of like a styrofoam cup, and you put it to your ear like this,
She had the old
and it hangs.
the Alexander
Oh,
Graham
yeah,
Bell
it
shit.
hung.
She said,
It
Yo,
hung on the lever.
yo.
It had a long neck, and the base of the phone kind of almost looked like this.
you said it was porcelain?
It's made out of porcelain, some shit. It was the
Like
fanciest
the
phone.
toilet.
It was the fanciest phone ever. Since child, Cassandra, you was the fanciest one of the fanciest people I ever met in my life. And you know, she stayed on Banbury back in the day when it was nice. And yeah, just spin it 9. Don't have it 9 a number because you don't have to wait for it to roll all the way back.
Bruh, and when you fuck that shit up, gotta
They
start,
start all over. Damn, that was another shit. It wasn't no.
Gotta start all the way
My childhood was the wireless home phones.
You came in at the right time.
I had
My cousins and stuff used to sneak the phone late at night when everybody was
Yeah,
asleep.
you
and
go
make
halfway
phone
down the
calls.
street with a little bit almost away from
when
the
did we
base.
get them?
That's late 90s, early 2000s right there.
But my mom didn't get them bitches till probably like 02, 03. So I was in middle school, starting middle school or in middle school.
Yeah.
But they was definitely like early
I was
90s
3.
though. Late 80s, early 90s with the cordless phones.
Bro, we used to have the cord. We had the two. We had 2 wireless joints. We had 1 wireless. It was in her room, and then the phone downstairs was the cordless, and we had to get the extendo because niggas wanted to go. You chopping it, you gotta go sit on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You be doing the wildest shit when you was on the phone, like just
Mhm.
random
All over
shit.
the
Feet up
place.
in the air.
So we had the long extendo cord that
You
reached
got
all
the
the way.
25-foot cord.
Yes, yeah, hell yeah, that bitch reached all the way through the whole first floor of the house. We could be in the basement on that bitch, like changing clothes, like.
Thanks.
And it's just, and it's just the way it was, because you didn't know nothing else, and it's just not like life was just better. It was just simple,
Yep. Less to worry about,
you know.
except for what you had going on.
And I know everybody used to get embarrassed when mom get on the phone, like, who the
Oh,
fuck on?
man.
Hang this shit up!
I'm gonna see.
got
I'm
you.
gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Get love.
Definitely.
So we got a.
Oh wait, we gotta change shit can of the day then. There goes the Eli Apple.
Oh, for sure. Nick Wright.
Nick Wright, you
compared to
got
him.
off.
You got off this
You
week.
got off this
Yeah.
one.
Good pickup.
Eli definitely called the crowd.
So
He's probably got the most shit cans of the week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
His face on that piece of burnt toast, though, that never gets old. Bro. That never gets old.
That's classic, bro.
that's like.
And I'm mad they used that old nasty ass
too.
old state picture of him.
Hey, they gonna drag him in the dirt. So
We gotta hear his side, bro. That's nasty.
And Girlie, she's solid.
well, she got 2 other NFL players, so she must be doing something right.
She doing something. I mean.
Gotta what? Where is West V?
But it take 2 to tango.
Got a Big East. 'Cause
Exactly.
There was Big East back then,
And
right?
we've seen it.
He
Right.
graduated.
We've seen the
He
stories
graduated
of
as
the
Big 12.
Oh,
The
yeah,
women
Big 12.
come
So
out
we got a Big
first.
12, SEC,
SEC
and the
and
Big
Big
10.
Ten.
She might not
And
been.
then-
She might not have been thirst trap. She probably was looking for love, and she
Yeah.
just fucked the NFL player.
She's looking for love in all the wrong
All
places.
wrong places. That's what.
3 though. I can't
what
give
John
you.
Heem
I
said.
can't give you the benefit of the doubt though when it's 3 in a row and you got babies by 2 other ones though.
No, now you fishing.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
And then you're on vacation.
But
with
she ain't
the-
big game fishing. She getting like.
I just need to hear the excuse
But
for I'm
but
not
you know
giving
they
this baby,
they
my
but
blood.
like any woman want financial security.
Of course.
or if that
You know what I'm
I hope
saying?
your baby dies.
And so
No, that's
crazy.
sick.
So if
You
any,
don't-
he needs to explain those
You
2
don't go
things to me.
swimming in the lake.
That's
you
why
go swimming in the
I want to
ocean.
hear. I want to hear Eli Apple come out and
That's a
say
good
something about
point.
this.
And when that's just her type. She like NFL.
She like NFL players. Like some girls like NBA players.
Did y'all see y'all girl?
Some girls like rappers.
Brittany Renner,
Now who is she? Who's
Throwing
who's
water
Brittany
bottles
Renner?
and shit.
Who's Brittany
Instagram
Renner?
model.
No, she an
Okay,
Instagram
see, I
model
don't see,
that got a baby by
You gotta shut up when a real bitch is talking.
See, I follow.
That blew me.
See, my
I
Instagram,
said,
my
what?
Instagram is filled with people
No, no,
with
no,
intellect.
no,
no. What type of
I don't
substance?
follow
No.
people like that.
With
I
Blue,
get sent this
with Blue
Do you-
Me is that nobody checked their ass. Like y'all just let
What
her
was she
get on that shit.
twerking on? She was
off.
twerking on somebody?
That was
Charleston
Charleston
White.
White. But of course he let that get on because that's viral for him. He like, oh, this was. He probably
He
thinking
feed
in his
into
head.
all that shit.
Exactly. I know why he let it
Every
get on.
single part of that. So he's fine.
But my thing is, how you going on my man Cam shit and try to hold yourself down talking about how you ain't this, how you ain't that on Funky Fridays? You going Charleston White popping pussy.
Yep.
For a real nigga?
First of all, he's
Yeah,
not.
a real nigga.
He's funny as hell.
He's an antagonizer and an instigator for sure.
Okay, see, I don't be hip to
He's
all
a
this stuff,
comedian.
man. I'll be missing out on
And he
all
be
this.
getting people locked up.
He be on tour.
On purpose.
He's one of the newest internet comedians.
Sometimes I want to be in my 20s again so I can be involved in all the garbage. I just don't, you know.
Man,
I don't
I mean, not to say that you are just, but I'm
you
just
be
saying,
bogged
you know,
down by
No,
that
I
shit,
get it.
bro. You be,
You
I
know,
mean, you shy. I know you
interest
shy
is
away from that
different.
shit more
I
than
don't.
anything.
I just
like,
see it. I
I'm
just
cool.
happen to see it just because I
This
I
shit
follow
popped
the
up.
main
That
pages.
shit popped up on my algorithm.
Yeah.
It's when I ain't gonna
Yeah,
fake
it
it.
don't.
Multiple
No,
times.
No, somebody sent me that shit, and
Right.
then they started coming because
That
somebody
shit popped
sent me
up on
that
my
shit.
algorithm.
My whole
I
algorithm
do
is
not be
all
looking for that
intellect.
shit.
I don't know how that shit popped up on my algorithm because I don't watch none of Charleston White shit.
I don't either.
I don't know who that is.
Only time I see him is when people send me his shit. I don't that shit when I'm
That's my
scrolling
first
through the
time
TL,
hearing
it
this
do
dude's
not
name.
pop
I
up.
know why it was. It was one of them masculinity. You know, people that be reacting to shit, and he was just reacting to this shit. That's why that shit popped up.
No, I don't.
Cause I don't watch her shit. I don't watch
Nope.
Charleston White shit.
I watched her interview with Cam because of that clip where Cam said something. I can't remember what he said, but that shit was so funny, and I had to watch the whole thing. But
Did he
I don't
like?
know.
He was. Did he ask? He was like, "Are?" I think he asked her like, "Are you a gold digger?" or something like. He asked her something wild as fuck,
wild as hell.
and
Cam.
she got super defensive about it.
Yep, Cam had no chill. So I was like, let me watch this. Let me see what Cam talking about. On here.
Well, I mean, that's a valid question if you don't have a job.
Well, look at what she's waxing PJ for,
Is that PJ Washington's baby mama?
and he's getting waxed. He had to sign that deal fast.
Third
Yeah,
degree
yeah.
tear.
That's why.
Third degree
That's why he
tear.
waited so long.
What was she saying? Third degree tear, John.
She still won't let him see the baby.
I don't know.
No, I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. I don't, like I said, I don't pay attention to
give
that.
I have no
hoe.
idea.
I really don't.
I just saw that number and my jaw dropped.
Man, what?
I said,
Oh,
wow.
she said she taking Buddy up. Tis up, boy.
Crazy. You gotta get a new
And
lawyer. or
unfortunately,
something.
that's the way the system is rigged.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I was speaking of that, I
She
seen a
was
clip
throwing
about
water bottles
the
at
Eddie
niggas.
Curry situation. What
Yeah.
happened with him and his baby mom?
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. Was it the Vlad one? He was
Yeah.
on something telling the
Yeah,
story.
he was on Vlad,
He was
yeah.
on Vlad telling the story. That shit was.
He ain't write that shit as child support. So they said, "Oh, this shit is a gift, bro. You still owe such and such in child support." What? I didn't get this bitch 1.5.
As a gift.
That's wild. The whole system's flawed. Drastically.
No, we gonna have to reclassify.
What? Nowadays, you're not allowed to call them what they are. And
shame
then
on
the weirdo
dudes.
nigga, y'all be falling for this. shit,
Exactly.
so.
Shame on the blueprint is out there. We see this time and time and time and time again. But
Well, I saw
the
this.
temptations,
This statistic came up across the. I
But
can
you-
confirm
But you
this.
can't tell me a kid need $1 million a month to get.
No, they
child
don't.
support.
No. What are you doing? Was you buying a Bugatti every month? I mean, used, albeit. The fuck. But 70% of black kids, this day are born on the wedlock. 70%. That's up
That's the root of the problem right
Up.
there.
way before
That's gotta be the root of
the welfare state introduction in the late 50s, early 60s. 70% of black kids born on the wedlock. And you know what's high when white is over 20%. Especially when they're the majority. Allegedly, I think.
All my brothers are born earlier.
So you know what I mean, but nowadays, no slight, but grandma like 42. But it's a different 42, John. It's my 42. 43 years old, right? Mama 22, 3, 4, maybe 5, hopefully. With daddy, I don't know. Who you live with? These are my questions. Who you live with? Okay. Depend upon the answer. Where your daddy at? Because I need to know what I'm dealing with.
No, that's some real shit.
Oh, you live with your grandma? Where your mom at? Or you live with your auntie? Damn. These are the questions that I have to ask the children. And so, yeah, it's deep out here in these streets,
And
man.
it explains a lot when you get those answers.
Oh, man, listen. I mean, because they just trying to figure it out, and then they raised by this.
Yep.
You want to give them one of these.
I don't got time to deal with you. iPad.
Put it here.
Oh, you see that? I saw that video.
How much that
kid
PlayStation?
told me, "You
I
better
did
not
when I
take
get my check."
iPad." He squared up with his mom because she was about to take his iPad.
I done whooped. I seen that shit. I done way.
I said, "You're not about to take my
Oh,
iPad."
this shit would have with the North Carolina
This
Tobacco Road. I'd have
talking like
dog
that to moms.
walked my kid if he'd have said some shit like that to me.
Hey, listen. Do you?
Oh, they turned into Javante Davis.
I done turned into Adrian Peterson. Fucking with me. What you
But I
talking
mean,
about?
it's like, it's tough as it is because, you know, you ain't got no development mentally. And the things that you believe in and rely on is fictitious as it is. Then you got the audacity. I bought that. That's mine. I'm just letting you use it. Can you? Because proof of purchase, you have to have a receipt, right? Where your receipt at? That says that that's yours.
No,
Oh,
you speaking facts.
fuck! The receipt's in my email. Give me that shit.
You spitting facts.
What Kanye say? I wish it would.
I'll take everything.
Get the yanking out plugs and all kinds of shit. Yeah, have a temper tantrum if you want to.
I don't care. Cry. Get it out.
I might even. No, I ain't gonna say
By
that
all
on camera.
means.
I ain't gonna say it on camera. But yeah, man, I mean, you
That
got
shit ain't gonna change my
but
change what I got going on.
seven out of every 10 child that's born
Is that
Black
a
child?
is out of wedlock. Huh?
Black child?
Mm-hmm. Every 7 out of every 10 black versus every 2 out of 10 for white. I think it was 30%, maybe 40% Hispanic. But even though they don't be married, they still family though.
Right.
You know, in the Hispanic culture. But niggas, you niggas. What Michael Collier say? Niggas.
Find niggas anywhere.
So I don't know why it's that way. I'm not throwing slight. This is just what's going on out here in these streets.
That's just what's on paper.
So we got to do better. So is Marjorie cheating on Steve? What's
Oh, that shit is crazy,
It's
bro. I
bananas.
haven't heard the whole story, but that shit is off the hook.
the little Snapchat rundown that I heard? It's just all alleged.
I heard it was fake news, man.
I heard it was fake news. That's what I heard.
What's the alleged story?
That she's cheating with the chef
And the bodyguard. That's crazy. The chef and the bodyguard.
I know Steve got like 9 or 10 jobs, but I know he ate home at night. You know.
No, the chef. Is it the chef and the bodyguard separate, or is it like a tag team?
That's,
Yo.
see, that's the $1 million question. $1 million question right
Hey, you
there.
don't want us to interview Steve. You don't want us to interview Steve, bro.
If it's a whole gangbang, I don't know.
Whoa.
That went left.
I mean, but
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
but,
it's
I
just
mean,
jokes.
just
Just jokes. Man.
think about who her daughter is.
What? I got
Where
Lil
y'all
Harvey on my wish list.
How y'all think she learned how to move like that? Lori been knocking them down.
Two.
Oh yeah,
Steve
but then
Harvey.
the rumor was he was
One.
he flat broke.
Ooh.
Steve Harvey got like 9 jobs,
Unless she took him up top.
and he gets syndication. I guess checks coming in left and right.
Unless she took him up top.
So she, saying going out and spending $1 million a day at consignment shops. This was the Snapchat.
Consignment shops.
Doing
$1
what?
million at a consignment
getting
shop.
Gucci and Louis and all that kind of.
But $1 million though.
This is the
That's
this is the
crazy.
Snapchat. She's breaking the bank on Uncle Steve there.
That's wild as fuck. I don't believe
She a
that.
fly old chick though.
Like
I can see
man.
what the appeal is.
Like I said, how y'all think Lori learned how to move like that?
Hey Steve, hey, you better call Future. You better call Future. What do you say? Tell Steve Harvey I don't wanna.
All right, we gonna wrap up. So in honor of Michael Jackson's birthday, that just was 2 days ago.
Virgo gang in the building.
Yes, sir.
Virgo gang in the building. Happy
Top-
birthday to my brother Hav.
Top 5
Appreciate
Michael
it.
Jackson songs. Oh yeah, before we get to
Hey,
that, we want
thanks.
to wish a happy belated birthday to our brother here. He's,
Virgo gang.
Appreciate it, man.
Virgo gang.
very anonymous with his birthday. He went to work.
Got the victory.
Got the dub.
3-0.
Did y'all eat the W?
No, I didn't. I had to think about it like, nah, I didn't.
I ain't about to do it. He like,
No, I didn't do that. Had a vanilla cupcake afterwards.
So
Okay.
good, so
How would
good.
you turn?
Wasn't vegan either, EB.
Yeah, I see you over here. You binging.
Benji. 31, man.
Alright, what's
Had a 47-21 victory over Cardinal Mooney.
That's
But,
big. That's
what's your
big.
biggest takeaway from your last birthday to now?
My last birthday to now. Man, the pod, bruh. Well, we like damn near 50 plus episodes, something. Consistency. You know what I mean? Like
With the road dog.
week
Yeah,
in,
what you
week
should
out.
say.
I don't think we missed a week.
Yeah,
We might have missed for like one
You
week.
didn't know?
We might have missed 1 week.
Then you better call
Yeah, I think we might have missed 1 week. Cause I think it was 1 week where we all was like, yeah, we need to buy or some shit like that. But other than
I
that,
don't remember that happened.
I don't remember
Oh.
that ever
It's
happened.
always misrepresentation.
I think it was one. Literally,
you might be the
literally
person that ain't
1
missed the
week.
show, but the rest
No,
of us
you
done
definitely
missed
don't.
one.
Literally 1 week.
Because I've missed 2.
I think I missed 2.
I was 2, 3.
Dom's missed the most, obviously. Shout out to Dom.
What are you on, like 8, 9?
I could look back. I think I got all the pictures, so I can go back and look.
Right? You just gotta
Hey Dom, it's cool. You gearing up for the big week 1 matchup. It's cool. We get
You
it.
got a lot of explaining to do, buddy. No, but yeah.
Consistency, man.
So the pod.
Consistency, man.
That's your message to the kids.
Yeah, consistency.
What's the best definition that you heard of consistent?
Consistency. Showing up, man.
Doing what you said you would do. Long after the feeling that you said then has left you.
Yeah, that's a good.
What do you hope to accomplish by age 32?
By age 32.
I had a month for that.
Yo.
Chill on me, EV.
A million views.
Yes.
Stretching views. And the state championship. State
Talk about it.
I like
As
it.
far as coaching,
Talk about it.
I like it.
state championship, man.
Virgo gang.
I would say Super Bowl, but that's as a fan. I feel like that's not as meaningful. You just like on the sideline.
Yeah, you don't have too much
Yeah,
control over that.
Exactly.
Well, you know. Get on that sideline.
Well,
That,
Stefanski
that'd
could
be
get the
hard to
boot.
walk in here, state championship ring,
That'd be dope.
set it right here for the fans. You know what I mean? Just more credibility for the pod.
Millions of views. Per
More
episode
credibility for the
watching
pod.
Watching your state championship ring.
Nah, for sure.
That's fire, man. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So in closing, to cap it out, like we said, MJ, celebrating this around this time of year too. What's your top 5 Michael Jackson songs?
Okay.
Human Nature.
This for the youngins in the back.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Even they probably even know though.
Human Nature. Billie Jean.
Right. Amber Alert.
Who kid mentioned?
Somebody in
11. Hey, let's do that.
what,
RDC
2-year-old.
Let's go chase that motherfucker down. Where he at? Hop in.
2-year-old. Human Nature, Billie Jean.
Royalty Smith.
Prayers.
Sounds familiar.
Billie Jean.
I'm trying to go off the top of my head because if I get to looking, then that's gonna make it even more hard.
Think so?
Dirty Dan.
Mm.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Get it in there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that.
Get it in there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that motherfucker go.
That's the one. That nigga was crying on that boy.
I had to look up the lyrics of that song. That shit was deep. I said, damn. The things you don't know when you ate. Matter of fact, Dirty Diana is them NFL girls getting pregnant by multiple men. That's Dirty Diana. Eli Apple had a Dirty Diana.
It's been happening for ages.
Blue Gangster. This is some shit that after Mike passed.
Okay.
No Blue Gangster on there. That one was fire.
That's 4. I mean 4.
Oh, he hit the lab. You about to come with some shit.
Hmm.
You hit the lab.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
with some shit.
It's hard.
It is, but
It's really hard.
I got my 5. I'm just
trying to
looking.
pick one from every album.
Hold on, what's
I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna leave Lil Michael alone.
Leave Lil Mike.
When it was with Jackson
I'm gonna
5,
leave Lil Michael alone.
that still count.
I'm gonna leave it alone though.
Okay.
Leave Lil Michael alone. PYT.
Pretty good thing?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
ended off with that.
Janet on that.
You gonna let the young boy go or you want me to go?
Nah, you good.
Jump in there.
Yeah.
Dirty Diana, which is my favorite Michael Jackson song ever.
Great song.
Do you remember the time?
Great song. Great video too.
That's
All time great video.
That's the one.
Do you remember, girl? Yeah, that's the shit.
Remember the time? Dirty Diana, remember the time? Don't stop till you get enough.
Come on, Lee.
I just the way that shit come on, just if you don't start dancing when that come on, bro, you something
Talk
wrong.
about that force. That force girl that brought us together. Ow!
Look, he just get this bag when he listen. That's
He get right off in
I
there.
came across. It was a. I should say that shit. It was a guy. He was a white guy. Quincy said, "Yeah, I need an intro." And he said it just came to him. That drop, and that's how that song was born.
Gifts.
It was just timing. You know what I'm saying?
Man in the Mirror is 4.
Great song.
Now 5 is where I was having trouble at.
Great song.
Cause it's between like, I feel like I can't put it in there because like it's like that song, and then 5 is like the other one is like personal to me. Like I
Okay.
like it a lot.
Put Blue Gangster in there, man. A lot of people probably don't even know what that.
Even I don't even know that one.
Great
I've
song.
never heard
Slept on. It's slept on.
Well, I'm gonna just say both of them. It's Thriller and You Rock My World.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we going for 6. Is that what we doing now? No.
I guess 6th man of the year.
Don't fuck with you.
Jamal Crawford.
5A and 5B.
No, Blue Gangsta Fire. Y'all got to tap him.
I'm gonna check it out.
He went nuts on
You
me.
want me to go? You going?
Since you're the true fanatic.
It was on the escape. It was on the escape.
I had to hit the laugh for this one because I can't say
All right,
escape
so-
like a fan.
Which is slept on.
Want to be starting something.
Great fucking song.
To how they
Oh
go.
damn, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So to get under. Yeah. Damn. So many. Now off the wall album, there's so many to pick.
I'm off the wall. I'm like a young Michael
But my
Jackson,
favorite,
the
my
niggas is
favorite
Tito.
probably song off the
Shout out to
wall
Randy.
is "Rock with You."
Yep. I love that song.
Banger.
I like that song. That's a good song.
If I had to pick my favorite song off the Bad album, School Criminal, Dirty Diana.
It's
the way you make me feel, leave me alone. But Liberian Girl, fuck. Another part of me, fuck. But I'll probably say Dirty Diana as well. Number 3. If I go off to remember the next album, Dangerous. I think my favorite song off the Dangerous album was "Keep It in the Closet." That shit was a great song. I think it's just the Naomi Campbell part of the video. It's just that will reel me in the most. She was sexy back then.
What's wrong with her now?
I ain't seen her.
He ain't seen her since.
She still look good. Oh, and then lastly, I'll say I'm just picking them off by album. This is really not even in the specific order, but off the History album, I would say They Don't Care About Us.
Yeah,
I'm
still
talking-
look good.
Oh, she do.
Shit
She
wrong with
still
her.
that. She still that, my boy.
I can't spell it, but
N-A.
I got it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, she still that, my boy.
Damn, she only 53. She not even.
Alright, I'll go swiftly.
Yeah, she was super. She's super young.
Yeah, she was young back then. Okay, that was 30 years ago. So she was what, 20?
Beat It was
Damn.
probably
Prime. Oh, no, I ain't hear your 5. I was over here looking at
Oh,
damn
damn, I said
camera.
again. Okay, so I got "Wanna Be Starting Something,"
Right, I heard the
"Rock with
Rock with You.
You,"
Dirty Diana
"Dirty Diana," "Keep Her in the Closet,"
and
and "They Don't Care About Us."
That Dirty Diana, the one, man. That's the one.
yeah, so I got no order. Beat It.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop till you get enough. Rock with You. Billie Jean, definitely. And then I like Remember the Time.
Great song. All great songs. Hey Dom, what's your we'll get Dom's choices next week. Sorry, Dom. Look, that long hanging fruit is so good.
Hey,
but
John,
it's so
don't
tempting.
come on that show.
It's gonna be-
It's just play guns.
It's gonna be rolling when we listen to this shit. But listen, we are Starting Five Podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share. No question. We on
Big
all
signal.
major platforms. Spotify, Apple,
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
YouTube,
alumni.
the podcast and Apple Anchor links in the bio. We started 5. We are out.
Tell your mama about me. Tony Yayo.
Bringing it back.